Good morning, everyone. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the morning. My name is Yarni Sakti Chaudhary and I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already served 3 million knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally affiliated. We are connected to more than 250 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Instead of Global Professional, IGP and ISO 9001, 2015 and 10002, 2018 is the training faculty for skill development, which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualifications. The Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides globally recognized and reputable. We serve students and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one's skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also for learners through respective campus location and distance learning platforms. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, and we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar, courses, awards, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling. On the other side, we also trying to serve more than 100 premium services for free like free. own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivational letter, and all knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge, which can upgrade all day. Kids learning games, website, free courses, converters, and many more. We help to empower youth to learn to meet their expectations and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several trainings programs, webinars, and offline online courses for youth and learners by professional trainers, speakers, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent and in-depth instruction, we arranged with qualified trainers, speakers, and instructors. We extend free services to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in the last 3 years. We have affiliation with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual mock signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the innocent of global professionals. We believe that knowledge is love, light, and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and we serve them with good research and practiced methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learners. We represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required. To lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective based quality service and continuous improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill levels and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind you don't forget to share, tag, mention your friends in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. I repeat, before we move to the next, let me remind you don't forget to tag, share, mention your friends in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Moving to the next with your continuous support, we already completed 1248 webinars successfully. At present, we are going to start our 1249 and our program name is Impact of Global Layoffs. And today we have our speaker and our speaker name is Sir Khaliullah Ahmed. He is from India. I hand over the stage to our men want to share a very little about our speaker. He is a mentor, faculty and assessor, behavioral competency assessor, accredited coach with Barclays Bank, UAK, IBM and Continental Union Bank of Switzerland, great for AML and KYC. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. A very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Hello, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for the intro.
Sir. Sir, how are you?
Wonderful.
Okay.
I'm very happy to be here to address the 1249th webinar. I'm very
Yes.
proud of it.
Okay. Yes, sir. Most welcome, sir. Please give some introduction. Then you can
Sure.
start.
In my slide, it is there. Shall I present?
Yes. Yes. I share your
Yeah.
presentation.
Okay. So, friends, welcome to this webinar Impact of Global Layoffs. I am Right Coach Khalilullah. So, this is the content. What is layoff, why, impact, and way forward. This is what I'm going to discuss now. This is about me. I have a total of 38 years experience in sales and training in various industries. I retired as national head for sales capabilities from PepsiCo India, an accredited faculty for IBM, Barclays Bank UK, Deloitte, Cognizant for Bank of Switzerland team. I am now a corporate leadership coach, memory coach, and a career counselor. I am visiting faculty to many business schools like Laila Institute of Business Administration, Jain Institute of Management, Wales Institute of Business, etc. I'm an insurance expert also. I'm a licentiate member of Insurance Institute of India, as well as I'm an associate member of Insurance Institute of India. This is a professional qualification, and I am certified by AMFI, Association of Mutual Fund India, and NISM, National Institute of Securities Market, for mutual fund trading. I am trainer for Bombay Stock Exchange, New York Stock Exchange, sorry, National Stock Exchange, and SEBI for mutual fund investor awareness programs. I have international sales and training experience in UAE, Bangladesh, and Bahrain. So this is about me, my dear friends. Friends, nowadays, techies are no longer sought after in Indian marriage market. It should be the same condition everywhere across the globe. Some 50 years back, the people did not get suitable bride if they are working in private industries. They were looking for only the government employees. Uh, some 15, 20 years back, they started looking for IT professionals because they were earning more and more. So they left out the government employees and they were looking for only IT employees. Now, techies are no longer sought after in Indian marriage market. Friends, one of my friends, he was telling me his two sons are in US, well settled. When the first son got married, the second son, by the time it was a little younger, he was getting so many offers from many brides, offering a lot of jewelry, house, land, etc., etc., etc. Now, after 3 years, the scene has completely changed. He says he is not able to get a good bride for his son. 3 years back, the scene was different, and now the scene is different. Why? Because of all the layoffs. Friends, this is what I am going to discuss today. So, thank you all for joining me on a Sunday morning. Technology and the startup ecosystem globally are facing unprecedented challenges triggered by tightening monetary policies, macroeconomic downtowns, and slowdown. Amidst all this, most tech and startup companies have now woken up to the need for rationalization of workforce and become more capital efficient. The ripple effect of which is also being felt back home in India. Friends, this is the situation nowadays. So everybody is fearing, will I be the next? That is a fear with all the employees who are working in the IT industry. Every day in, every day out, you read these kind of messages in all the newspapers. These kind of messages. All the IT companies, all the tech companies are laying off the people. That is the reason why tech employees are not able to find a suitable bride for their marriage. Mass layoffs are happening. This season continues. It started last year and it still continues. According to layoffs.fyi, this is a company which is tracking the layoffs. Okay, they complete the data, compiles the data from the public reports and tracks layoff. 859 tech companies globally have laid off 137,500 employees in 2022. Amazon India is to shut down both the online learning platform Amazon Academy and food delivery business Amazon Food. Another company says over 73,000 workers in the tech sector in the US have been laid off. So the layoff is there everywhere across the globe. In India, Byju's, Unacademy, Vedantu, Udan, and and Misho, among other companies, have fired employees in the recent months. So, friends, from Byju's, Unacademy, Zomato to Google, Cisco, Twitter, Meta, and Amazon, many companies have announced layoffs in the recent months. While, while many have cited funding winter, that is correction of the market in the capital inflow, and restructuring as the reason for layoffs, Facebook parent Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg said that in the new environment, what is that? In the COVID, during the pandemic or COVID period, we were accustomed to a new term called new normal. New normal. Now it is new environment. That means post COVID period. We need to become more capital efficient. Meta has announced that it would fire 11,000 employees or 13% of its workforce, Zuckerberg told his employees. 11,000 employees. We have cut cost across our business, including scaling back budgets, reducing perks, and shrinking our real estate footprint. Still, companies are laying off. Though they have cut cost across scaling back budget, reducing perks, and shrinking our real estate salary cuts, still companies are not able to survive. They have to lay off. Mark Zuckerberg also says we are structuring teams to increase our efficiency. But these measures alone won't bring our expenses in line with our revenue growth. So I have also made the hard decision to let people go. Very sad part. Apart from Twitter and Meta, recently Cisco and Amazon too joined the growing list of companies that are firing employees. While Cisco fired over 4,000 employees or 5% of its workforce as part of its restructuring plan, e commerce giant Amazon will fire close to 10,000 employees globally. And the company has been sending out voluntary separation offers to some of its Indian employees. The fixed date was January 30th. So maybe now we will come to know how many employees they are laying off. So Bezos' message in the recent CNN interview, he said, if we are not in a recession right now, we are likely to be in a one very soon. So bigger recession is expected. That is why sorry. That is why Bezos said consumers to conserve cash and postpone buying goodies such as refrigerator, TVs, and cell phone. See here, he announced with this the warning when the Black Friday sale was on Amazon. It's actually sales harakiri, but still He was upfront, he was bold, and advised all the consumers to conserve cash and postpone buying goodies such as refrigerator, TVs, and cell phone, leave alone buying a new house or second house. So he was very, very clear to conserve money. And in one of the LinkedIn post, one person, Aneka Patel, told that this morning I found out I was one of the 11,000 employees impacted by the Meta layoffs. See, there is no prayer intimation. There is no prayer intimation. Only in the morning, when he or she checks the mail, she or he comes to know that they are impacted. And in one of the posts, one lady quoted, she's having a small baby. To feed her, she got up at 2 o'clock early in the morning, and by chance she checked the mails while feeding the baby. That time she was shocked to find a mail from her company saying that she is impacted. She is removed from the company. So another person by name Himanshu, he relocated to Canada to join Meta. He was fired within 2 days of joining. See, he took the pain of relocating to Canada, and on joining within 2 days, he was he was laid off. So there are many stories we are hearing in the internet. Okay, so they are giving severance pay. All companies are giving severance pay, but it can definitely hurt the brand. Investors have become cautious due to rising inflation and the possibility of global recession. As a result, funding has dried up, lowering valuations and forcing startups to rethink financial runaways. Most had resorted to issuing pink slips since salaries form a big chunk of overall cost. Additionally, employee utilization rate was at 60 to 65% instead of optimum of 90 to 95%. Startups are using HR firms to outplace employees as they are aware giving only severance pay would hurt the employer brand. So they are helping the laid off employees to get placement elsewhere. This is happening mostly with the startups, not with big companies. Maybe exceptions may be there. So if you are going to make a purchase, maybe please slow down that purchase a little bit. Amazon announced it would lay off 10,000 people in corporate and technology jobs just ahead of the Christmas holiday season. Think of the plight of the people. Just before Christmas, they come to know that they are being laid off. In India, Amazon is shutting down its EdTech platform and refunding students' fees. The bottom line says it all. Though third quarter net sales increased 15% to $127 billion. Net sales has increased by 15%. By absolute value, it is $127 billion. But its operating income fell to $2.5 billion. In the previous quarter, it earned nearly $5 billion. So from the second quarter to third quarter, it has reduced 50%. That is the reason why many companies are laying off. The big techs, actually, big techs are the darling of investors and job seekers, naturally. All big techs are now in trouble, and no one knows when the carnage will end. No one knows. Everybody is blinking. Industry watchers say more than 137,000 white collar jobs in 850 tech companies have gone up in smoke, and thousands more are on the line. Some companies have performed badly, others are gearing up to face an imminent recession that could last as long as 2 years. Meta, the newly named parent of Facebook and WhatsApp, has announced plans to fire 11,000 employees. It is about 13% of their company's staff strength. Falling advertising revenues pushed down Meta's net income in the third quarter to 50%. Absolute value wise, it is $43.5 billion. But last year it was $92 billion. It has reduced to 50%. HP Inc. says it will lay off 10% of its workforce of 61,000. Its third quarter results showed a 11% drop in the revenue. This is the main reason why companies are laying off, because they are losing their revenue. Meanwhile, Alphabet Inc., which is Google's parent, is girding itself for a major layoff. Everybody is happy when they get employment in the parent Alphabet, but they are trying to lay off some major number of people. The queue has come with the company changing its performance rating system to flag about 10,000 workers. The companies are changing its performance rating so that they can easily send out the people. The reason is not only the performance standard, the main reason is their falling income, their falling revenue. But they don't want to reveal it. They change the performance rating system so that they can showing that they can send out the people easily. They are termed as poor performers. But of course, people are they are knowing that it is not because of poor performance or bad performance companies are sending the people. Earlier, when somebody was laid off, he was too conservative, he was too embarrassed to say that he was laid off, because people will think because of his poor performance company has laid him off. Now everyone knows that not because of the performance they are laid off, but because of the company's revenue falling. Various reports suggest that tech company Google might lay off 10,000 employees. Recently, in an open letter to Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai, TCI Fund Management MD Christopher said the headcount is too high. See, so far they were maintaining this much headcount, but suddenly they are changing their stand. They are saying the headcount is too high. Christopher also has mentioned in this letter saying that our conversation with the former executives of Alphabet suggests that the business could be operated more effectively with significantly fewer employees. That means what? The existing employees who are left out in the company, they will have more work burden. But so far, all the employees were enjoying the normal work. Now they are going to be burdened with many responsibilities. And he also quoted Altimeter Capital's Brad, who said, "It is a poorly kept secret in Silicon Valley that companies ranging from Google to Meta to Twitter to Uber could achieve similar levels of revenue with far fewer people." Now they are come to the conclusion that similar level of revenue is possible with far fewer people. See how their stand has changed. Earlier in September, Sundar Pichai hinted at slashing the workforce. September last year, Sundar Pichai hinted at slashing the workforce, saying he wants to make the company 20% more efficient. Though many employees in India have lost their jobs due to the layoffs by these big tech companies, according to HR experts, this is only for a short term. This is one silver lining we are having. But people's observations are different. Though HR experts say this is only for a short term, they don't know how or when this will end. Nobody is able to predict the period, how long it will continue. Adico India director Mr. Ramesh says while they may face headwinds over short term, but eventually we believe that they will get placed over time. This is also one prediction. We don't know whether it will come true or not. He also says that hiring sentiment, especially in the IT sector, has observed a dip, and this is due to the macroeconomic climate and year-end ramp down. Let us see the scenario at startups. Should we discuss about the startups? Even the big tech companies are not able to sustain. So you can easily imagine the scenario at startups. Startup employees have had a tumultuous 2022. With the funding drying up, a number of companies, including the most well funded, have laid off large number of employees. Startups in India have laid off close to 20,000 employees last year. This is according to the data compiled by Money Control in January 2023. The mass layoffs at the start of 2022 followed a year of aggressive hiring and high employee cost as tech salaries skyrocketed in 2021. They had to pay high salaries. We heard that. We heard that. A time when the new age tech startups led the talent war to support their unprecedented growth with the funds pouring into the Indian startup ecosystem. They were getting a lot of funds. So they did not mind paying huge salary to the employees. In fact, they poached many employees from the big tech companies. So they paid so much, they attracted the talents to their company. Now a year has passed and cheers of last year funding party have been drowned out by louder cries for help from employees who were abruptly let go. So it has come down. I mean, it has drowned the cheers of last year has drowned now. The latest to join the fray was fintech major PayU India. Earlier this month, this company laid off around 6% of its workforce by cutting down 150 jobs. The layoffs at the Naspers owned company were spread across teams and mainly impacted PayU's India. See, see this slide. In 2022, startups that laid off over 1,000 employees. 1,000 employees. This company, May to December alone, in the half year, they have laid off more than 1,000 people. Vedanta. Unacademy also laid off April to November 1,150. Okay, Byju's group, nearly 4,000 people they laid off. Okay, another slide on 2023. This slide is talks about 2022. This slide talks about these 2 months. In the last 2 months alone, startups rise of 2100 in the first 3 weeks of 2023. In the first 3 weeks of 2023, they have laid off more than 2100. The K-12, or what we call ed tech companies, those that provide the 12 years of school education online, have been the worst hit. They have ramped up indiscriminately in response to the COVID stay at home demand. They ramped up their activities because in the COVID, everybody was homebound. So everybody was focusing on online teaching or online coaching. Calendar 2022 has so far seen about 7,000 layoffs in this sector. These include An Academy, which has fired around 1,350, 1,350 employees in 2-3 tranches, and Byju's is letting go of around 2,500 staffers. Notably, four of these firms, Lido Learning, Byju's, An Academy, and Vedantu, are from the EdTech sector, which was the poster boy of last year's startup party. While the Sahil Seth founded Lido Learning went bankrupt, leaving hundreds of employees, thousands of parents, and a few creditors in limbo, highly funded and valued edtech unicorns, Byju's, Vedantu, and Unacademy, had to lay off large numbers in order to stay afloat, exposing the sector's cracks. Other startups that laid off employees were primarily from the fintech. The edtech is the first one, and a fintech, Web3 and crypto, and health tech sectors, among others. So, what are the causes of the layoffs? Mainly the COVID-19 pandemic. It affected and is still affecting the economies. And the layoffs is the result of the loss faced by these companies. During COVID, there was a substantial increase in the usage of the internet. There were many online classes, and all company meetings were happening on Zoom or Google Meet. However, the same trend decreased and affected several fields post pandemic. Now, offline classes are there. Everybody is asked to come to office. So, in the COVID 19, they thought this will survive, this will thrive, and they started all these startups. But now, after a year of pandemic, the old situation is coming back. Most of the companies they had to reduce their expenditure and increase their profit. So they do cost cutting through layoffs. And another thing, phase of modernization. After the pandemic, as remote work gains ground, companies are looking to resize the workforce to ease the cost pressure. Still, many companies are allowing their employees to operate from their home, work from home. Weekly, 2 days or 3 days, they have to go to the office. Some companies weekly once. Otherwise, many employees are working from home. So though they save a lot on their transportation and office infrastructure, etc., but still they want to resize their employee force. And Ukraine-Russia war is also another factor for from last year to now. The war has impacted the whole globe, and this has increased the recession. And potential economic recession is expected. Experts say that soon many big economies will be hit by a massive recession. The same has already happened in few countries, and the layoff wave is the result of the same. So, will it affect India? That's what we are going to learn now. It will. A far bigger impact on the country will be massive numbers of Indian origin techies who will be now stranded in the US without jobs. To get a HB A1 visa, they spent lot of years. Now, without job and sponsor, they face a bleak future and possible deportation. Most techies in the US work with a H1B visa, which is more like a work permit. Under this visa condition, an unemployed person will face deportation if he does not find another sponsor within 60 days of termination. Okay, it is not very difficult to fathom what is going on. The 2 years or more of the pandemic give rise to limitless opportunities. People were stranded at home and learned to live a new life by crafting their shopping and entertainment needs online via Amazon and Netflix, respectively. Some shrewd people they upskilled themselves during the COVID. They learned new skills. They are in a better position nowadays. Those who have upskilled themselves, they are in a better place now, despite all these layoffs. So education, I already discussed this point. Education came through virtual classes on Byju's, and business meetings were held on Zoom or Google Meet. Tech companies saw the vision of new normal and an endless demand for online applications. This is the biggest mistake they have done. The sin they committed was they hired for an unseen future and drove up salaries and investments. They thought that will continue. They found new avenues to develop their business. But it is not so. After the pandemic has become normal, now, now they are suffering because they committed, they hired for an unseen future. Though big tech is not any serious threat, it has been forced to shift gear and shed personnel. Many had not factored in that some things would go back to pre COVID time. They did not expect that some things would go back to pre COVID time. A survey by consulting firm LEK and DC Advisory revealed that 30% of the parents may not renew their online subscription for their child learners. Byju's is perhaps paying the price for not understanding consumer behavior in time. The company reported a loss of 2,700 crore for the year 2021. In fact, they earned a profit of only 7 crore. They have incurred a loss of 2,700 crore. Revenue dropped over 30% during the between 2020 and 2021. Many companies cutting staff are not reacting to immediate losses, but preparing for a looming long-term recession. The Ukraine war has created a spiraling energy crisis and a global economic slowdown that is hitting big tech hard. So Ukraine Russia war was not expected at all. So for Google and Meta and others, advertising is its main source of revenue. If advertisers pull out, they will face the heat. The impact of long-term recession was first underlined by Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong and has been reiterated by, among others, Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, and Jeff Bezos. They are visionaries. They foresaw this recession. Unfortunately, the optics of boss layoff in big tech has a perilous cascading effect. Big tech is seen as the new world's business leaders. Techies are highly skilled and highly audible. Their growths and anger can more than light a fire. So, what is the impact of layoffs? Rise in unemployment. Already, the unemployment is a big problem in many countries, especially India, and the laid off employees will add up to the unemployment. It's a massive problem for of the economy. The sudden layoffs even worsen the situation, and it impact financially also. Even if companies lay off with a severance package, it's still a huge financial loss for the individual and puts a burden on entire family. Many people they bought loan because of the based on the present income, but now they are in a bleak situation. There is a burden on the entire family, and many Indian professionals who are non-immigrant work are currently looking for ways to stay in the US after losing their jobs because changing their visa status in order to find a new job within the allotted time of 60 days, it is very difficult and it impacts goodwill. Layoffs impact the goodwill of the company in front of the customers and investors. Investors are so they are very cautious, and it affects mentally also. The individual who goes through the process of layoff is impacted both financially and mentally. We have already seen one example in the LinkedIn post. He says uh, his two sons are American born and they are American citizen. Now he has been laid off, so he has to get another job within 60 days. Otherwise, what will happen to his family? His two sons are young and they are American citizens, American passport holders. But other family members like father and mother and the other sibling is Indian born and they hold Indian passport. So what will happen to them? He says he is under tremendous pressure to find a new job within 60 days. So it affects mentally. It affects the productivity of the person. So what is the way forward? The tech talents, although have been laid off, will still have a lot of other avenues to get a job. As I told you, some people have upskilled their skills during the pandemic period. The number of international in-house centers opening in India is on the rise, and the demand for specialized skill is still significant. So those people who have upskilled, they will definitely find a good job. So what do these layoffs indicate and whether India will be affected? Ajit Isaac, he is non-executive chairman of Quest Corp and found it. He sees a silver lining in India. He opines, he opines that we will continue to grow in excess of 5% in the next 2 or 3 years. See, here also, next 2 to 3 years will be a long period. The unemployment levels will come down a bit, and also job creation will grow with additional capacity creation in the manufacturing. Consumer spending will go up. So, Ajit Isaac, he predicts some silver lining. Though it gives some relaxation, but we are not sure will it happen. It has declined, the hiring has declined in technology that employs 5 million people in India and another 5 million in the services segment associated with the technology. In India, total workforce is 500 million. Out of 500 million, it is only 10 million people are affected. And he says, this is a small number, don't worry. It gets disproportionate amount of noise. All can be said and done, but who will take care of the mental health or financial health of the person? In the IT sector itself, IT services segment has been hit. Internet services and the internet in product companies have been hit because of the drying up of funding. The global development center that have been set up in India and outsourcing by such places have continued to grow. So maybe they will have to take a salary cut, they will get employment. But is it possible? Because what is already in the debt trapped, he has to pay regular EMIs. Is it possible? The changes in technology that is taking place today are very quick, and number of jobs are seeing automation with the advent of AI and chat GPT. So old level of skill sets are either not required or now being replaced by technology. So many Indian professionals in the US are impacted due to sudden layoff, and many are searching jobs to stay in the country as they are living on H-1B visas. So one fellow in LinkedIn, he says he was with Amazon for 6 years. He is on an HB1 visa. So time is of the essence to find something new. As I told you, after termination, employees on H-1B visas can stay in the US only for 60 days. And they need to find another job before the grace period ends. Otherwise, they will be deported. Seeking a job in LinkedIn post, another person says, I have to leave the USA with my kids. So, this is what I explained to you just now. I've been in the USA for 16 years. See, 16 long years. And I have seen 2008, 2015, and 2020 downturns, but never lost my job. He survived. His two sons are US citizens, and their lives are impacted. I will do whatever in my power to give them the best opportunity to succeed in the USA. Hence, I need a new job in the USA as soon as possible. Very sorry state of affair. According to US Citizenship Immigration Services, of the total 4 lakh applications approved in financial year 21, India backed 74%. Out of 4 lakh applications, India backed 74% of H-1B visa. So another company, Randstad India, its director says, Sanjay Shetty says, it is difficult to comment on the exact number of Indians who might be returning to India after being laid off due to complexities around visa renewal and other formalities. There are so much complexities involved in the visa renewal. He says they estimate around 20 to 25% of the laid off Indians have been able to restore their H-1B visas. Because, as I told you, they have upskilled, and the rest are either still in the process or have come back to India already. Some are looking out for opportunities in India, while others are searching for roles in stable companies at their current locations. Randstad India estimates that more than 70% of laid off employees with the key skills, including Indians and non Indians who have been fired, have been successful in securing jobs within the US with a little or no compromise on compensation. But other people are really suffering. Indian professionals are the highest paid in the US and will undoubtedly garner attractive salaries for their skill set in India. But India is also very badly affected by this layoff. Many sectors of the Indian economy are currently on a hiring spree and will be able to tap skilled talent to further boost the growth of the Indian economy. That's what Randstad says. So, friends, with this, I would like to close my session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with me for the last 1 hour. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our
Thank
knowledge seeker can
you.
learn something new, which is our only intention, learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinars.
Yes.
Honorable sir, please
Yeah.
stay with us. After a short video, we'll be back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Okay, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, after a short video, we'll start our question answer session. Please ask your question in the comment box as well as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar we have our online quiz competition. So please stay with us and enjoy our question answer session. And please ask your question. Share Facebook ID. Once again, welcome back, everyone. It's time for our question answer session. Participants are requested to ask their question in our comment box. Please address speaker name, then you can ask your question. Once again, welcome back, sir. So, our first question from Lefrim Baraha. How do layoffs affect the workplace and what are the issues with layoffs? Thank you in advance.
Okay, I already answered this question during my webinar. In fact, in the workplace, I already told the responsibility of the job will be burdened. All the employees will be burdened with more responsibility, more job. Already, the employees of the big tech companies, they are working overload. They are working 12 hours, 14 hours. Okay, that too, especially after the COVID impact, though they are working from their home, they are made to work for a long time, because while they were working in the office, they can shut down their computers by 5 o'clock and they can leave to their home. But during the pandemic period, they were in the home, and many bosses, they really wanted their employees to reply immediately, though it is beyond the office hours. So I know many lady employees were affected, because even after office time, even after the scheduled work time, say for example 8 hours or 9 hours, they have to again sit in front of the computer and they have to do the job. I know many people who are, though they are working from home, they are working till midnight, sometimes beyond midnight also. So this is when all the employees were in place. Now
Yes,
imagine
sir.
what will happen if 50% of the employees are gone, and all the workload will be on the existing employees. So it will be a very difficult situation. It will definitely affect them mentally, and their productivity will decrease. So these are the issues.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Then, sir, next question are from Flomi Raghavan. This Sunday, everyone. Good day, sir. Khadidullah MS. How do layoffs affect the organizational structure and employee? Thanks.
Yeah, this also I have already answered. The organization structure will become lean. Okay, there were so many layers, okay, between the top management and the lower management. Now many employees are gone, so the organization structure will become very lean. They will have direct access to the top management. Top management has to pass on their instructions or expectations to the down line very easily. There will be direct interaction between downline and the upper management.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Then next question from Isha. Sir, what is the global day of as at is it January 2023?
Okay. Uh, in the EdTech alone, in January, I have told in the first 3 weeks of 2023, the number stands out at around 13,000. So the layoffs started in 2022, it still continues. In the first 3 weeks, that means by third week of January, the layoffs were totaled at 13,000. That's what that the company which tracks layoffs, they say, and it still continues. Maybe January 4th week and the February, this entire month, the figure numbers will be out by March 1st week.
Thank you, sir. I think we covered all of our question. There's no more questions, sir. Once again, thank you so much, Honorable Sir, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable Sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, sir. and take care.
Thank you so much. Thanks for this opportunity.
Most welcome, sir. Well, sir, before we move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can.
Sure. Thanks a lot. Wish you all the best.
Okay, thank you, sir. As you can already see, a stamp for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of a regular webinar. After a short video, start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have online quiz completion, quiz certification. Dear person, once again, welcome back. It's time for our certification process. But today's, we are sorry. Today, some of our technical problem. We cannot share our today's webinar code. We will provide the code in a short time. Thank you. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, we are sorry. For today's some of our technical problem, we cannot share our today's webinar code. We will provide the code in a short time. Thank you. I repeat, today's some of our technical problem, we cannot share our today's webinar code. We will provide the code in a short time. Thank you. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is the online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. First, you have to go www.slido.com. Then find today's quiz or scan this QR code for direct join. Quiz code is morning and quiz code is morning. After a short video, we'll be back. So please stay with us and enjoy our question quiz session. Once again, welcome back everyone. It's time for our quiz session. If you want to join our quiz session, you have to go www.slido.com, then you have to enter the code and the code is morning and the code is morning. We'll pick your name from Slido, so join with your full name which will directly print out certificate. Top 10 will be awarded with quiz completion certificates. Please join with your full name because it will be put on your certificates. We encourage everyone to join our quiz session. To join our quiz session, first you have to go www.slido.com, then you have to enter the code and the code is morning. After some minutes later, we'll start, so please everyone joining early. And don't forget to mention your friends to join our quiz session. Already 23 people join with us. And please don't join one person with different names. ठीक है bro? अब बोला रास्ते बोलिए कि please everyone join in our quiz session. To join our quiz session, you have to go www.sky.com, then you have to enter the code and the code is morning. First, you have to go www.slido.com, then you have to enter the code and the code is morning. Already 26 people joined with us. After a few minutes later, we'll start our quiz competition. So please everyone join in our quiz session early. To join our quiz session, first you have to go www.slido.com, then you have to enter the code and the code is morning. We will pick your name from Slido, so join with your full name because it will be put on your certificates. And don't forget to mention your friends to join our quiz session. After 2 minutes, 1 minute later it will start. So let me join in our quiz session. To join our quiz session, first you have to go www.skype.com, then you have to enter the code and the code is money. Now we'll start our quiz session with 26 people. Our first question is, which of the following was not a global impact of Columbian exchange? Option 1, the rise of capitalism. Second option is an increase in female participation in the labor force. The correct answer is option 1, 2, and 63% people are right. In the leaderboard, we can see the top one is Jordan Joy Escutina. In second position, we have Jima G. Penelanda. In third position, we have Miguel Herdas. Now we go for our second long question, and the question is, what is global health? Option 1, focus on travelers' health. Second option is focus on health problems that transcend nationality. What is global health? Is it option 1 or option 2? And the correct answer is option 2, and 96% people are right. Still, our top one is Jordan. In second position, we have Gima. In third position, we have Cristina Abidil Rosario. After our next question, and the question is a global effect of World War I was option 1, the rise of nationalist movements in colonial areas. Second option is the spread of communist regimes in Western Europe. And the correct answer is option 1, and 67% people are right. Move to our next question. The question is business layoff workers as the economy cools off. Option 1, contraction, and second option, draw. And the correct answer is option 1, contraction, and 81% people are right. Now I go for our fifth long question, and the question is global economic stability is a and option 1, political goal. Second option is economic goal. Global economic stability is a option 1, political goal. Second option is economic goal. And the correct answer is option 2, and 93% people are right. And the leaderboard, we can see that the top one is Jima G. Penelida. In second position, we have Cristiana Vidal Rosario. In third position, we have Miguel Herdas. Now to our sixth long question, which of this is not a human impact on ecosystems? Option 1, volcanic eruption. Second option is global warming. And the correct answer is option 1, and 88% people are right. And in leaderboard, the top one is Miguel Herdas. In second position, we have Jema G. Data. In third position, you can see that we have Cristiana Vidal Rosario. Our seventh long question is global health has developed without an academic tradition. Option 1, true. Second option is false. Global health has developed without an academic tradition. Is it option 1 or option 2? The correct answer is true, and 54% people are right. Now, in the leaderboard, we can see that in top one we have GMO G Benalida. In second position, we have Miguel. In third position, we have Christian. After our next question, and the question is which of the following countries had global hegemony by 18? Option 1, China. Second option is Great Britain. 18,000, 1800. And the correct answer is option 2, Great Britain, and 62% people are right. Move to our next question, and the question is which invention had the greatest impact on the industrial revolution? Option 1, steam engine. Second option is X-rays. Which invention had the greatest impact on the industrial revolution? Is it option 1 or option 2? And the correct answer is option 1, and 81% people are right. Move to our last and final question. And the question is international health is another way of referring to global health. Option 1. True, second option is false. International health is another way of referring to global health. Is it option 1 or option 2? And the correct answer is false, and for 4% wrong, right. Congratulations, Gemma G. Penelita. She was the top one. In second position, we have Christiana. In third position, we have Miguel Herdas. In fourth position, we have Jordan Joye Scutina. In fifth position, we have Plummy R. Salvizzo. Congratulations, our top 10 quiz competition winners. We have all of your name which you entered during joining. We'll pick your name from Slido and prepare certificate and we'll post them on our Facebook official page and group. And our Facebook official and group name is Institution of Global Professional. Institution of Global Professional. Congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winners top 10. Congratulations again. Slide will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our Facebook official page and group. Our page and group name is Institution of Global Professionals. At the end moment of our session, we can say, properly feed your skill, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in our every program. If you want to live a happy life, tied to goal, not to things or not to people. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end live button again, wants to thanks to all ISB knowledge seeker for your active participation as always. See you in the next session. Till then, stay happy and blessed. Thank you, everyone.